Live like they crack a card. Juno for a fact, I keep real, you still ain't take the charge. Why she talking crazy about me like gon' do more than my part? I can't play with my creation, give the world to my little boss. I've been saving more than I've been spending, that's what I be on. I'm a human, I'm not perfect, I know sometimes I be wrong. I'm like, come and put that on me, don't be running from me. If I like it, I spend money on it, get whatever from me. Put 6 figures in your business, I do real I drop cash at the dealership, they'll mail you pink slip. She make sure she keep her nails did and her wig fixed. Went to jail and that way held me down. She a real 100 rounds in a double drum. This a kill tech. Marco been in prison for a while, but he still flex. I told Brody them to park the car, but they still wreck. I don't think nobody around still, but I still check. I don't got 100 mil yet, I can't chill yet, but don't get it misconstrued yet. I get real checks, baby, like we have real, have nobody in our business. We take lyric jets, say she like when I perform. So I go with my chains on and she handle her part. So I let her play the main role. Ain't had to get rich for these problems, still with the same folks. And I can't beef with none of you, not in the same boat. You never gonna get caught up about it, know how the game go. Tennis chain bustin' look like rainbows. I'm like, come and put that on me, don't be running from me. If I like it, I spend money on it, get whatever from me. Put 6 figures in your business, I do real I drop cash at the dealership, they'll mail you pink slip. She make sure she keep her nails did and her wig fixed. Went to jail and that way held me down. She a real 100 rounds in a double drum. This a kill tech. Marco been in prison for a while, but he still flex. I'm like, come and put that on me, don't be running from me. If I like it, I spend money on it, get whatever from me.
Ruel, stop playing.
What if God was like us? Had a squad just like us. Always popping tags just like us. Gucci bag just like us. Always keep them stacks just like us. Almost threw up in my tour bus. What if God was like us? wanna know, I wanna know. Left wrist just like ooh, right hand just like ooh. Neck on bling like ooh, my chin back like ooh, ooh, ooh.
What if God was just like us? What if God moved like us? What if God cried like us? Struggle went on bust the bus. Everybody on the same drugs. Everybody want the same love. Keep it real with my day ones. Don't like none of that vague.
Grew up on the tour bus. Man, I swear I grew up these past 4 months. Shawty want the crew, is more than 4 of us. Made a hit and blue, got open doors for us. What if God was like us? Had a squad just like us. Always popping tags just like us. Almost threw up in my tour bus. What if God was like us? Had a squad just like us. Always popping tags just like us. Gucci bags just like us. I wanna know, I wanna know, I wanna know, I wanna know. Left wrist just like ooh, right hand just like ooh. Neck on bling like ooh, my chin back like ooh, ooh, ooh. In God we trust, I didn't trust nobody. No hate, all love, no hate, it's all love. Bezel shine like the sun, bezel shine like the sunshine. That comes from above, give it up for God one.
Keep my head up, but I wanna ya.
Gotta keep my head
Pop like
up.
a pimple, keep on trying us.
Pop like a pimple.
Girls be tripping just to get to us. Scotty Pippen, that's my shooter, yo.
What if God was like us? Had a squad just like us. Always popping tags just like us. Almost threw up in my tour bus. What if God was like us? Had a squad just like us. Always popping tags just like us. Gucci bags just like us. I wanna know, I wanna know, I wanna know, I wanna know. Left wrist just like ooh, right hand just like ooh. Neck on bling like ooh, my chin back like ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, hey, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, hey, what you mean? What you mean? I just pulled up with a moss stick, I had to clean the scene. Oh, that fuck nigga testing, we gave him wings like some Robin James. Got me shake just like a boulder, like a rock, so I gotta. I just pulled up in the two-seater, ooh, chica, who is she? Bitch, bad like leader, bang. Got no stripes, like no referees or Adidas. Okay, here I gotta delete them. What? Ay, gotta let them drill. 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 Gotta let them drill. Yeah, hey, what you mean? What you mean? I just pulled up with a moss stick, I had to clean the scene. Oh, that fuck nigga testing, we gave him wings like some Robin James. Got me shake just like a boulder, like a rock, so I gotta. I just pulled up in the two-seater, ooh, chica, who is she? Bitch, bad like leader, got no stripes, like no referees or Adidas. Okay, here I gotta delete them. Yeah, hey, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, hey, what you mean? what you mean? I just pulled up with a monster, think I had to clean the scene. Oh, that fuck nigga testing, we gave him wings like some Robin James. Got me shake just like a boulder, like a rock, so I gotta. I just pulled up in the two-seater. Ooh, chica, who is she? Bitch, bad like leader. Bang. Got no stripes like no referees or Adidas. Okay, here I gotta delete them. What? Ay, gotta let them drill. Drill. Drill.
Scratched $1 million off my checklist 3 years ago. At 2 zeros to the 1, I'm in a different mode. This my life, do what I want, I be with different hoes. You know the pick and roll, I picked her up and sent her home. I got I'm strong, we get them in and get them gone. You know Trappy just got out, ain't have to put them on. We the ones who got the numbers to put the city on. It's the middle of the summer, I got a hoodie on. My demon time ain't nothing nice, I try not to wear nothing tight. I came up off of shooting dice, yeah. My little brother ain't living right, my sister them doing alright. My cousin them still serving life, yeah. Seen the robber digging, I seen the preacher get caught for cheating. I break the bank for one of my people, I said I'm the one, they didn't believe me. I show them the facts, now they all need me. I'ma get cake as long as I'm breathing, they making it hard, this shit really easy, yeah. I'ma turn up on a hater every chance that I get. I want the biggest watch that they got, don't care if that shit hurt my wrist. All these hoes fuck on us all, I wish I would claim that bitch. They get hard when they get guns, we got a hood full of sticks. Soon as they say we can't come, you know we'll run around that bitch. You can mix me with that shit, you know I live in the mix. Money, cars, and clothes and hoes, you know I live in the mix. Money, cars, and clothes and hoes, yeah. She think I'm a regular rapper, I'm not. One person come tell me we fucking, you block. Watch me run this shit to the tip of the top, yeah. Keep going. Put my kids in Givenchy, she must ain't 1 + 1 is 3. I can't support your personal needs. She don't got a mortgage, moved in with a need. These niggas be capping, them cars be leased. Youngers in charge, I speak for the streets. I would nod and nod, they woke up a beast. Struggle what made me, we used to have water for dinner. We didn't have nothing to eat. Soon as I get on his ass, they gon' look on me bad. I'm like, damn, he was fucking with me, yeah. I'ma turn up on a hater every chance that I get. I want the biggest watch that they got, don't care if that shit hurt my wrist. All these hoes fuck on us all, I wish I would claim that bitch. They get hard when they get guns, we got a hood full of sticks. Soon as they say we can't come, you know we'll run around that bitch. You can mix me with that shit, you know I live in the mix. Money, cars, and clothes and hoes, you know I live in the mix. Money, cars, and clothes and hoes.
I'm from the trenches, niggas be tough on the net, but really be there for attention. Bitches be talking like they really rich, but really be begging me under my pictures. I give her 40, 50,000 cash to start up a business. I spend that shit at the dentist. I'd rather fucking impale but rent for a year just to get out of her feelings. I'm in the Lambo truck in my hood, nobody gon' tell me shit. Going to Cali, I pick my weed for sure, nobody gon' mail me shit. Dice game, crops a CeeLo, I need cash, don't sell me shit. Baby got his hood, I'm smashing, you can tell they really rich. Drop the low, ain't no room right now, I took her to the O. Then I put up on the lamp, cause she a fan of Booney Mo. I got the city on lock, fucking up all the ops. I be around with $3 million in jewelry, I'm standing on all the blocks. This an anthem, dropping the 6 in the Phantom, Black Rose truck with the all-white C-Street mammy, I'm sitting on Panda, I love my cousin, she was a dancer. I love my brother, he was a scammer. Sit on my lap cause I'm pulling her tracks, and I fuck from the back cause she calling me handsome. Yeah.
I'ma turn up on a hater every chance that I get. I want the biggest watch that they got, don't care if that shit hurt my wrist. All these hoes fuck on us all, I wish I would claim that bitch. They get hard when they get guns, we got a hood full of sticks. Soon as they say we can't come, you know we'll run around that bitch. You can mix me with that shit, you know I live in the mix. Money, cars, and clothes and hoes, you know I live in the mix. Money, cars, and clothes and hoes.
We the best music. Another one.
sex. Yeah, 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 yeah. The price I want for a show, you gon' need 3 promoters. I got the body from Jim Ellis, but I had switched the motor. I got these badass bitch running around this bitch named all the coders. Yeah, I just told her make a story. Yeah, I just bought all the Trojans. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I told her style my mix. Yeah, I told her stop telling everything she seen and told her meet me at the Ritz. Let's go. I got baguettes in the back of my ring and I went in trying to hit. I told her she gotta run through the team before she can talk to the lit. Before she can talk to the yeah. Lamb chop, I just pulled up in some food. I told little mama tie all my shoes. Showed
Get it, Tina.
Let's go on.
And even if I went to a concert, you want me, I want you to.
This shit open.
I
I get those goosebumps every time you come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Worried about those times, I'm way too numb, yeah. It's way too young, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time I need the high, throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. When you're not around, when you throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time. 713, 21, yeah, I'm riding. Body on me, body on me, I'm riding. I'm sipping on that. I'm sipping on the I get those goosebumps every time. You come around, you lose your mind, you make everything feel fine. Worried about the stars, I'm way too young, it's way too young. I get those goosebumps every time. I keep the high, all that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time. Yeah, we got around, all that to the side. When I'm pulling up right beside you, I'm starting Mariah. When I just stick in my eyes, throw a snack on the Bible, I'm Snapchatting to Molly. She fucking pretty, her and all her guineas. Yeah, we at the top floor, right there on Duini. Yeah, oh no, I can't fuck with y'all. Yeah, when I'm with my squad, I do not wrong. Yeah, it's all spit in the city, don't get misinformed. Yeah, they gon' pull up on you. Yeah, we gon' do some good to make you never run. Yeah, let's be on place, a place you cannot stay. Oh, you can't go. Oh, I don't know. Oh, back the fuck up. I get this goosebumps every time. Come around here, it's on my mind, you make everything look fine. Ready for these times, it's Mike down, Mike down,
Vince, do we have everybody? Everybody sit.
All my other guys are running. Got checked in. Running and gunning.
During the 80s?
Huh? I mean, yeah.
All right, can you guys hear me? Wow, look at that. All right, I was just informed we're going to start with a video. Maybe take some notes. Note takers are money makers, right?
What's up, gang? Welcome to the grind. Get ready, it's a new day. today's message, pay now, play later. Or we can play now, but we're gonna have to pay later. Now, some people, they wish that it was play now and play later, but it just doesn't work like that. See, the more that we're willing to pay now, well, the more that we're gonna be able to play later. When my father was giving me this advice when I was younger, I remember him telling me a story of one of his friends who was always the play now type of guy, always worried about where the next event was. He said he spent more time, more money on social events and bar tabs and every event that was going on in town. If you wanted to know what was going on, you could give him a call. All throughout his 20s, after college, and even into his 30s. So it turns around, now he's in his 40s, he did all the playing, and he ended up having to pay. In his 40s, now he's kind of going dead-end job to job, making ends meet. You could find him still on the same corner, doing the same things. So, after hearing that story, it made it pretty clear for me. If we did have to pay and I had to make that choice one way or another, I choose to pay now so I can play later. The thing though is sometimes it feels good. It may seem like the right thing to do, to get kind of caught up in the moment and seem like the easier thing to do, but it ends up being painful later on down the line, paying the price for that. I know Simon, he always says that if you want to have a hard life, well, do the easy things now. But if you want to have an easy life, well, let's do the hard things now. So we're going to have to pay now in order to play later. Thanks for joining me in the grind. Get ready. It's a new day.
Audio.
It's his, not ours. No one else can hear.
How about now? Ah. So hey, that was just to see if you were paying attention. See that? Okay, good. Hey, well, guys, I'm gonna be coming to you from my home today. I missed being in the office, guys, but I'm just quick news, guys. I'm going to be getting surgery on Thursday. So, I'm going to be laid up a little bit. They have to repair a tendon from my shoulder to somewhere down here in my chest. So if anybody knows anything about orthopedic surgery, that's where we're at as far as that goes. Okay. Everybody looks great though. See everybody on the screens there. And if you don't have your cameras on, go ahead and pop your cameras on and join in with us. I definitely love to see everybody's smiling faces, gets me all fired up. I think it gets everybody fired up, actually, So, so let's get things kicked off, guys. This is a great opportunity right now for everyone, being that we get a very special overtime week this month. So just to bring everybody up to speed, we're 4 weeks into the month, and we still have 1 week left. Also to get hires, and also to be able to put numbers on for your PMP and for ALP, and to hit your goals for the month. So the first thing is what do we need to qualify for the party that we're going to have in September? What do you need? Make sure that you target that number. And typically the rule of thumb is whatever you're going for, you want to kind of aim for about 25% more. So if I needed 3,000, I would be kind of aiming for 4,000, just to give myself that little bit of roll of thumb. You never know what'll happen there. So as far as the week goes, this is a great opportunity for us. And I just was keeping in mind, as far as like numbers go and stuff, to qualify for the house, it's 10,000 for the house party for the month, which was 5 weeks in a month. So really only 2,000 a week. But if after 4 weeks have gone by and you're at 8,000 right now, you're right on pace. You're right on pace. So keep that in mind. If 4 weeks have gone by and you're at 6,000, you're not right on pace, but you're really not that far off, So the important thing is to make sure we don't count ourselves out. Nobody count themselves out, no matter where you're at. Okay. Especially this last week of the month, you know, if you get with your manager and you really express to them, you know, what your goal is and how important it is, they're going to sit down and work with you and help you distinguish a goal, distinguish a game plan to hit your goal. Okay. But I got a special alert, special update, special news alert. I don't know if anybody got the message, might have slipped out a little bit on the streets there. Okay. But if you are new, if you're new, you're like, oh, I'm new. How the heck can I write 10,000 for an entire month? I just got released today. Some people are today getting released to go out on their own. So they only have really like 1 week in the entire month to really qualify. So, hey, hats off to you. If you write 10,000 this last week, I mean, you know, you're going to be the star of the show. Okay. You know, we'll put a special cake with your name on it at the party. I'll tell you that much. Okay. But for if you're new, we decided executive decision, like news alert. If you do 4,000 this week, you can come to the party. You don't have to do 10,000 for the month. So anybody that is newly released, which would be, you know, today's the 23rd. So the 16th, if you're newly released on the 16th or on the 23rd, newly released agents, so you're brand new, all you got to do is 4,000 this week and you can qualify as well. So gives everybody an opportunity and something fun to go for. And I look forward to having everybody. So just to circle back on the contest, it's 10,000 for the month, gets you to the house party. And that'll be at my house. We're going to do it up. We're going to have a great time. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone there. And also 6,000 gets you in the mix to get some tickets. So get you in the mix to get some ticks. Okay. You get a couple tickets every 2,000 that you do over 6,000. And then we're going to do raffle for some money just to have some fun on it at the end of the month as well. We were thinking about doing like, you know, Louis belts or some shoes or hats or stuff like that, and jackets and chains or whatever. And we said, you know, the best thing is just money. People can get whatever they want. Okay. So, and just as a little side note, if you ever wonder what to get somebody as a gift, you know, can't go wrong with some money. That's always my go-to at the end of the day. So just keeping along with the meeting, we had Fred and Natalie visit us, you know, the week before, so 1 week ago, and they had just had great feedback again to the agency and from the agency. They love the office. Fred was very, very excited to see the office. He said, man, this is something special. You guys got a nice office. Make sure you're showing this off to people. Okay. Make sure everybody appreciates that. So, you know, great job to everybody on maintaining that place as well. I was just thinking, you know, I'm not there every day. It takes a village. And I just want to thank you to everybody in the office for treating it like it's your own. And I think that's just the type of environment we have, the type of caliber of people that we have in our agency, the character. It just is a tribute to it that we're the type of people that we treat other people's things just as well as we would treat our own, or even better, you know. Just to keep things going though, I just wanted to give everybody a shout out from Fred and Natalie. They just said that they really enjoyed, they love the environment. They actually want to come back in like a month. He's like, I want to get right back over here. I want to get back here ASAP. So I was really excited to hear that. But with that being said, guys, we had some outstanding performances. I just want to, we got it maybe a surprise if the renewal checks came in or not. I think Geo might either have them or don't have them. So we might be handling those out today, but it's right around renewal time for the month. So that's always an exciting time of the month. And we had a couple outstanding performances. I definitely want to get those recognized. So how about this? We'll slide it over to Geo Vaca right there in the office over in Chicago. Yes.
Can you guys hear me on the virtual? Yeah, I don't know if you guys are just excited about me being up here or excited about the renewals because they are in and they come in consecutively every month. But we'll start with some Google reviews. But first, I have to say good morning. It's weird seeing my face up there, sitting here. It's like two of me, right? Good morning. Let's be a little louder. Good morning. I love it. All right, we'll slide first and foremost into the Google reviews. It's so funny. Half of you guys are looking at the screen, half of you guys are looking at me, and you're right here. So, but all right, we'll slide right over into the Google reviews. These are obviously important for all of us. The show ratio, it'll probably increase your close ratio, and just all around is good for the agency and the credibility of the agency as well, and yourself. So, first. Goes to, we have a Damo Campbell said that this individual was extremely polite, professional. He explained everything with a smile on his face and was very knowledgeable overall and just did an excellent job. We had Patrick Sullivan. Let's go. Side note, I think Tommy's probably already going to say this. Hopefully I don't steal it. But Patrick got a hat trick on Sunday, so let's give it up for Patrick. That was Tommy. I can't take full credit for that. Great job. All right, we had Christopher said that this individual was awesome, so informative, very helpful with everything. Thankful to have people like him to help people like us. We had Reich Hussein. All right, good job, man. How about this one? This one's a little lengthy. I like it. We had Ash Haggerty said, I've avoided the process. She put process of getting life insurance for years until I met this person. He was able to answer all my questions, made sure I had an understanding of everything. He was very personable, genuine, cared about us, and was a game changer. He made it easy for me to finally go through the process of getting life insurance, which wasn't much of a process at all with his help. I'm grateful for his help. If you need life insurance, go to Mason Tortorici. Good job, Mason. Super proud of you, man. Let's go. All right, moving forward, we had Gloria Rios said that this individual was amazing in clarifying all the information. We had Amina. All right, I don't think this is his real name, but it says Snake Man. Said that'd be pretty sweet if his first name was Snake and his last name was Man. But we had this person did a great job, going over the life insurance. I would recommend him to each one of my friends. He's a good guy, and he helped me out a lot. We had Matthew Brown. I love it. Love to see you out there grind your butt off. We have another one for this person. We had Valerie said that this individual was very sweet and nice and caring to our family. We had Amina again. Let's go. All right. We had TT said that this person was a great agent, would recommend him to any family across the world. Thanks for a great experience. TT said that Patrice Sullivan, which is actually Patrick Sullivan, did a great job. Great job. All right. We had these two individuals did awesome. They were very helpful and all the benefits I have gotten. This was from Tammy Burchett, said that Ryan and Ben Fleshler did a great job. I say Fleshler 4 times back. Good job, guys. Awesome. All right. We had this individual did an awesome job explaining the program. Very happy in my decision to join. We had Zakika said that Stephen Shealy did a great job. All right. Let's see who has to go. There's plenty more from other individuals, but let's go for somebody that has. There's another one for Reich, another one for Ryan, another one from Ben, another one for Ryan. But we'll go to somebody that hasn't been called yet. we had this person did a great job. He explained everything to me and answered all my questions. He is amazing, kind, and very professional. We had Mo Harris. All right, and that concludes all the Google reviews. Make sure you get yours for next time, and we'll call your name out and give you some recognition. Let's go, guys. Come on. All right, we had some outstanding performances, two in particular. Super proud of this individual. Oh my goodness, brand new. Already he's able to make, I mean, if you do the math, over $3,000 in 1 week, which equates to about $150,000 a year, which ends up being about 7 to 8% of the whole world. So really break that down. I mean, it's kind of crazy. So this individual was able to do 5,920 in ALP. We have Amina. All right, great job. Love it. Super congrats there. Proud of you, girl. We also have another woman. Women are just killing the business. I love it. This is more of a leadership recognition. Her team collectively did over 8,531 to be exact. We had Faith Jones. All right. That concludes all our outstanding performances. Let's get some more next week. Let's go, guys. Give it up. Love it. All right, now for the best part. We got the residuals. We got the renewals. Guys, you know this is an extra paycheck we get every pretty much 18th of the month. Some people get them paper checked to the office, and some people get them deposited right into their bank account. So how cool is that? We have, I think we did from lowest to highest. We had this individual is already getting a renewal. This is crazy. We have an extra $112 going to Alex Bebenik. Alex, all right, come on, get her check. All right, we had this individual over $280. Go. All right, $280 going to Ryan Wilson. All right, Ryan Wilson, love it. This person just getting extra money here. This isn't considered a renewal. It's just an extra paycheck. We had an extra $9.20. Get yourself a coffee. And then you have an extra $389 going to Jack Russman. He's one of those guys that are going to get released today, hit his first milestone, and he's going to hit that 4K to go to your party, to our party. So we have an extra $455 going to Vincent Masseri. Listen, I taught him how to write business. I didn't teach him how to dance. All right, just kidding. All right, so we have an extra $502 going to Raik Hussein. Money. You said money. All right, we have an extra $702. $702 going to Marissa. All right, look at this. I think this pays for rent almost. This pay for rent is $900. We have an extra $914 going to Mason. I didn't teach him how to write business, but I did teach him how to dance. So I'm just kidding. Just kidding. All right, we have $950 going to Marvin Dragon. Marvin, let's go. He's in. extra $978, $977.69 to be exact, going to Faith Jones. All right, now we're getting into the Comma Club. We have an extra $1,000, $1,068 to be exact, going to Joshua Urenko. Let's go. Someone said lunch on Josh. All right, the last but not least, we have $1,227 going to Ashley Miza. All right, let's give it up for everybody that got a renewal today. Let's go. All right, back to Mr. Tommy Vina. Let's go.
Gio, how much was yours?
Like 3,600.
Oh, yeah. Come on, man. We can't forget to mention that. Gio Vaca, 3,600. Come on, man. Come on. Awesome. And I know Casey got 5,000 and Josh got more than that $1,000. What else was it, Josh? They do a deposit for half for some reason. But what do you say? Another 1,100?
Yeah, another 1,100. Yeah.
Good. So 2,100 for Mr. Urenko there, right? Okay. Okay.
He's a little shot.
Well, let me pull up the notes here. And, just to remind everybody, that is just the monthly renewal check that we get. That's like our 5th paycheck for the month. We get paid every single week, which was a great thing. When I came to this company, I really appreciated that because my last place I worked was every other week. So you had to wait. This is every single week. You're able to generate yourself more income. Now, in each position, as you work each position, your income on a weekly basis grows. When you're average in an agent position, this is a position where your responsibilities are just setting appointments with your clients. And the average agent here would typically take home if we pulled up the chart last time they showed, it was $62,000 for an average first year agent, first year. Second year was 70, third year was 90, fourth year was over 110,000. If you're an agent, just an agent. And if you stay on this chart and you just stay average, you just stay on the average situation, I believe it's after 10 years, you're looking at over $250,000 in income. I mean, that's a great career. It's a great situation. My dad worked his whole life and never even came close to making $250,000. I think after 38 years, he finally cracked 100. So, just keeping things in perspective, the average agent after 10 years is taking home $10,000 a month. That's with getting in no leadership, just running and setting appointments. Okay. When you take a look at management, the average supervisor on average is making between 75 and 100,000 with the company right now. The average manager, which is a GA, they're making between 2,000 and 3,000 a week, between 100 and 150,000, the average ones. Some of the ones that you're seeing in the Spotlight magazines are earning a lot more than that. The general managers on average are earning over 150,000 a year. Some of them, superstars like Gio, earn 400,000 or 500,000 this year in his first full year in the city of Chicago. Last year in March, we were driving a moving van from Pittsburgh to Chicago. Last year in March. Me, him, Melissa, Buster, packing that thing up. And you ever moved, man? It wasn't like, oh yeah, we'll just throw the stuff in the van and leave. And we plan on leaving at 12. You don't leave till 5. You plan on getting in at 5. You don't get in till midnight. One of those trips. It was fun though. But the whole point, and then you got to move all the stuff in. And of course, Gio has to get the high rise, the one all the way on the back corner at the end of the hallway, but but the whole point of it, guys, is we were just moving here in March, and after about 7 months last year of sowing some seeds, 7 months of sacrifice, commitment, dedication, Gio's in a situation now this year he could trip and fall and cough and sneeze and make $250,000 this year and do a horrible job, absolutely horrible, you know. If he really zones in and focused, he could zone in. He's looking down right now at about $400,000 to $500,000 this year. If he really zones in, makes it happen. So that's pretty special situation to be in, and I don't know what kind of life-changing situation that will put your family in, right? But there's a lot riding on this. There's a lot riding on this. So what's cool though is that back in 2011, a gentleman came into my office for an interview. So I'm going to tell a story real quick. You guys ready for a quick story time? So guy comes in for an interview. His uncle worked for our company and said, hey, my nephew graduated from WVU University, and I want to get him into an interview. So they sent him to Pittsburgh because that was the closest area. WVU sent us up to Pittsburgh, and he came in and they said, Tom, we want you to interview this guy. So I interview him. Ends up that he was, you know, president of fraternity, all kind of stuff. Starts working with the company, and after a few months, he had to have open heart surgery. So you guys might know who I'm talking about, but his name was LB Saror. So LB comes in, and imagine you're rocking. He was doing good, starting to pick some momentum up as an agent, starting to really get some referrals going. I remember one time LB went out and I said, I don't want you to set any appointments this week. Your client, I want you to have 20 referrals on your schedule. He's like, well, how am I supposed to do that? And I said, I want your clients to set them for you. So I want you to go to the client's home, and then I want you to have them give you the referrals. And then I want you to have them call the referrals. And I want you to have them set the referrals for you. And you literally just sit there and drink lemonade and tell them, yeah, you know, you could tell your aunt between 5 and 6 tomorrow would work good. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, great. Right? He's so coachable. He literally went out there and executed that. He was really doing well. And right when he was hitting his stride, he had to have open heart surgery and got taken out. And he could have had every reason to hang out in New York. And he came back into the business with a super fast recovery, way faster than the doctors told him he should be working. But the point is he worked all the way up to a general manager to a regional director with us, and he became a state director about 4 years ago. For the last 4 years, he's been on executive council. He's won his category. He's ran the state of Massachusetts and also New York now. Okay. And his agency, what's special is that, you know, he's like, you know, if I'm like his dad in the business, right? And he's like my son in the business, sort of, you know, right? Well, then these are like his agency is, I feel like our great grandkids, you know, for me, right? So, you know, Drew, hopefully Drew has a video, but this is from his agency. These are just a couple of people that work in his agency that they just gave some testimonials the other day, and he sent it to me, and I just wanted to share it with you guys for a number of different reasons, but we could play it if you can there, Drew.
What's been your best month so far in income?
My best month has been like a little over 22,000.
25,000.
25,000.
Yeah.
Incredible. And how old are you?
I am about to be 25.
So what would you say is your favorite part about working for the company?
The fact that I can make income sitting in my living room.
I made $2,000 in my boxers one day.
In the last 6 months, I have made more income than I have in some jobs in 2 years combined.
So just a quick one, nothing crazy there, right? But I just thought that was just outstanding. And we have many testimonials right here within these own walls, within our agency, you know. But just to keep things moving, guys, you know, we had people get residual income checks today. I want everybody just to understand, you know, what that means to earn a residual income check is to earn $250 a month is to have $100,000 set aside in a retirement account. Just to get you guys an idea on what that looks like. So like if you have somebody today that earned $1,200, that's like, I don't know, $500,000 in a retirement account. So I thought that was really special. Adding up the hours, you know, just if you think about, you know, where we're at right now we have freshmen. We're in our maybe sophomore year as an agency. We've only started as an agency about 16, 17 months ago. So we finished our freshman year, and boy, was our freshman year one heck of a ride. I think we started the day before they announced that there was a global pandemic. So, hey, buckle up. Here we go, guys. And we rode through 2020 and we came out pretty clean, came out top of our category. And right now we've won every single month in our category in 2021. So as an agency coming into our sophomore year, we're winning as freshmen, as sophomores. And most of us here, you might be in your 4th month, 8th month, 12, maybe you're in your 10th month. You're still in your freshman year. You're still in your freshman year. You have to keep that in mind. You got to treat this like a college. You have to have a mentality like that. Okay. You don't go to college and expect to graduate after your freshman year. Right? You don't say, where's my diploma? I was here for a year. You got to remember, it takes 4 years. It takes 4 years. And then the cool thing is instead of having to pay money to go to school, you actually get to learn here, but you get to make money along the way. And when you graduate from college, everybody graduates from college and they have to go print out resumes and go try and find a job and hope somebody's out there hiring. And you know what that is? Basically, that's an employee looking for what? An employer. And you know what an employer typically is an entrepreneur. See, an entrepreneur said, I'm going to take a risk and I'm going to start a business. And then the business blows up. And then in turn, you know what they have to do? They have to hire what? Employees, right? So without the employers, which are the entrepreneurs, which are the business starters, without them, there wouldn't be no jobs for these employees, right? So what's cool though is when we graduate from here, we're not going to have to go try and find a job or anything. We're going to have a career that's going to be paying us residual income for the rest of our lives. And we're going to be graduated as seniors. So we're going to have our degree in this business specifically, versus if you go to college, you get like a MBA, a master's in business or something. You could get a BA, you know, a bachelor's or whatever. So a Bachelor of Arts, I think they would call it. But that's a pretty generic, random study of multiple things that really you don't have any specific skill set in anything and no real hands-on, real life job experience. So what I took the approach is when I graduated college, I could have either went to go get an MBA and get my master's of business at the Katz School of Business at Pitt. So Pitt, you know, the Pitt Panthers, Pittsburgh University, they have a master's program called the Katz School of Business, and KATZ. I was going to do that. But I figured that's 2 more years of my life, which is 2 years. That's a lot of investment, and then all the money that it would cost. And then at the end, I'm still not even gonna have a job. No guarantee of a job. And I'm gonna have a whole bunch of book knowledge. So I was like, I'm gonna jump into becoming, I jumped into the financial industry. And I said, I am going to get my master's degree in this industry. And instead of having debt when I'm done, I'm gonna actually have income coming in. Let me ask you, if you started a business, guys, what is the average for someone that starts a business from scratch for them to turn around a profit? What's the average time frame? Anybody know? Like, if you started a business from scratch, when should you actually expect to start seeing like real profits? Somebody,
5 years.
Alicia put 3 years. Justin, 3 years. Put in the chat there. You can hold them up. You can hold the numbers up. You can hold 6, 8, 2, whatever you think. 3 to 5, 3 to 5. Yeah. I mean, if you, and this ain't me, this is just, I think if you ask Mark Cuban or anybody of that nature, Mark Cuban does a lot of startups. What's the other guy, Mr. Wonderful? If you listen to these guys talk about the Shark Tank people, what do? They literally start businesses up, and they know that when they go into these businesses, they're not going to turn a profit for typically 2-3 years, typically. So you got to be ready mentally, okay, to just know you're not going to make any money your first few years, And here's why. Because even if it's a lie. You typically, you probably do make some money and you do have some extra time. But when you get your extra time, when you start a business and you get extra time, what do you think that they do with that extra time? What do you think Mark Cuban does when he has his business and that the business frees up more time? He takes that time and he don't go on vacation with it. He takes that time and he actually puts it back into the business. And even if they make a little bit of extra money, instead of him going on vacation, because I'm starting a business, I'm working so hard, I deserve a vacation. Instead of him doing that, he takes the extra money and the extra time, instead of taking on vacation, he actually puts it back into his business. So therefore, in the nature of starting a business, even if you do have it, you don't have it because you got to put it back into it. Really, it's just the mentality if you talk the most. So I think it's pretty cool how, this is, where we don't have to go start our own business. And we don't have to we could be in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. I love that for me, and how how it allowed me to just jumpstart and get into the business a lot faster. Most of us are turning a profit in their first month. How cool is that? You can get into a business and literally you're profitable in your first month. I mean, there's like some licensing fees and stuff we got to get up front. But other than that, which is pretty nice. And what's great about this was when we invest, we're investing 100% into what? Ourselves. See, like if I invest into the stock market or crypto or whatever these people invest into, even real estate, all that stuff, it's investing into things that are not really in my control. So it's a risk. There's a risk associated when you invest. The biggest risk-free investment that we have that's going to pay you the biggest return. Like a good investment is like, I was on the stock market. So I was Wall Street. I did all this stuff, and they say that a good investment is one where, there's low risk and a high return. But typically you go to the stock market and there's a correlation. High risk is where you're going to be able to get what? High returns. But, and if you want to put your money at low risk, you're probably going to get low returns. It's just the way that it is. Very rarely are you going to get a situation where there's like low risk, but super high returns. The only place I found that in my experience of investing is when I invest into myself. mind, body, and spirit. So there's time planning things out to make sure that it's an intentional. You know, what did I say? Are you you know, are you by design or by default? I think we heard that, maybe it was even yesterday. I say, are you by design or are you by default? You guys know what that means? Are you becoming somebody like the person you are a year from now? Is it because you specifically designed and engineered that person to become that person over the next 365 days? Or you're just whatever I just end up being is what I end up being by default, you know? So a big part of the investment is the investment of planning and making sure there's an intentional thing going on. And believe me, you're never going to be perfect. I plan stuff out for myself all the time, and I never get it all done. I never get it all done. But at least I have a plan and I'm aiming towards it, and I try and get the most important things done. If I don't get the number 72 on my to-do list, it's okay. That's why it was number 72 on my to-do list, right? As long as I got number 1, 2, and 3 done, prioritize, plan, write your stuff down that you need to get accomplished. This is from the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. You write what you need to get down, write it all down. Everything you need to get done this week, this month, this life, whatever you need to get done this life, this week, this year, this quarter, today, write it all down. No specific order. Just as soon as it comes to your head. Oh yeah, I gotta brush. I gotta take the garbage out. You know, I gotta call my grandma. You know, I gotta stop and pick up, you know, my prescription, whatever it is. And then you put it into your calendar and into priorities. What's the most important thing? Put that number 1 and then put it into your calendar. Prioritize number 1 to number 27. If you have 7 things to do this week, write them all down and then figure out what's number 1, put it number 1, put number 2, number 3, number 3, write them down. Okay. Then in that order, you put it into your schedule. You don't put number 27 into your schedule first. Oh, you know, make sure that I check, I don't know, make sure that I check my fantasy football league. That's number 27. Well, when you're making your calendar for the week, don't put that in your calendar first. You know what I mean? Put number 1 in first. That makes sense. Okay. So anyways, we were talking about, you know, adding up time, adding up what it looked like. So, you know, this whole pay now, play later type thing. Well, if you just do some math on it, and I'll pull it up again, I've done this millions of times. Okay. But would you rather work for 10 years, and but work your butt off for 10 years, like sign up for the NFL for 10 years, sign up for the NBA for 10 years. These people in the NBA are working. Go play Major League Baseball for 10 years in a row. These people are working. Number 1, you might live right now. Where do you live? Where does everybody live? Guess where you live? Wherever you want. That's pretty awesome. I mean, come on, man. There's something to be said about that. These people in the NBA, Major League Baseball, their family is they all live in North Carolina. His kids, his wife, his grandma, his mom, his aunt, his sisters, everybody's in North Carolina. His whole family's there. Great grandma, he got traded to San Francisco Giants. Guess what, honey? Guess what, kids? We got to move to San Francisco. Oh, and by the way, you, honey, and the kids, you got to figure it all out, because as soon as I land, they need me at a press conference. then I got baseball practice, then I got film, then I got to meet my new coaches. And then we're doing an extra session over here, plus ESPN's in. So I got to do this. I'm actually, my first week I'm gone. Then they're going to fly me over to spring training, which is in Scottsdale, Arizona. So I'm not going to see you for 2 weeks, and you're going to have to move in all by yourself. And then when the season starts, I'm going to be home every other day, maybe every other week. Some weeks I'm gone all week. You're not going to see me at all. And I have to work Saturdays, Sundays. You know what I mean? If you want to see me, you're going to have to log on to ESPN app and watch me on ESPN on Sundays. That's how you're going to see me, babe. And then the next 10 years, that's what they do. They run around, right? But at the end of them 10 years, guess what? They're set forever. Someone asked me, would you rather be famous or would you rather be wealthy? I don't know. You could ask yourself that question yourself. I'd rather be wealthy. What's better, to be healthy or to be wealthy? Both. Right? I don't want to be healthy. I don't want to be wealthy and not have my health to be able to back it up. I work my whole life and now it's time to enjoy. And now my health starts failing, right? So that's why it's got to be intentional with the mind, body, spirit, that investment that you make into yourself. So anytime you think about money, like if somebody says buy a book, just buy the book. It's $10. Buy the book, read a book. The money and the time is worth it. You know, I don't even second guess. If somebody's of success, somebody's very successful and they recommend a book, I don't even think twice. I just buy the book because I know like that $10, I can't afford. Like I can't afford $10. I can't afford not to invest that $10 because there's millions of dollars of information. Like a lot of times these books and these speeches, and when you get to hear people speak, you know, what you're getting from them is like, you know, you're getting someone that's been in a business for 15 years and has so much experience, right? And they're basically spitting it out to you in 15 minutes. Like, and this person's gained millions of dollars for their family. So they're giving you like millions of dollars of information in like a 15-minute. So sometimes like, I don't know if I got the time. Listen, you can't afford to miss it. You can't afford to miss it because you never know when that one little nugget is going to drop that's going to change everything for you. For me, I've heard so many different people speak over the years, but I would know there's just a certain few of them that really triggered major changes in my perspective and the way that I viewed things. I guess you would call it your paradigm. I had a paradigm shift, you know, if we want to talk about Stephen Covey a little bit, you know? So the numbers, you know, I'm like, let's figure it out. Like you got to go 10 years. What's that 10 years look like? Right. Well, if I could go 10 years super hard, let's say I went 10 years at 80 hours a week. Right. That's 4,000 hours a year. 4,000 hours a year times what? 10 years is what? 40,000 hours. Right? And if I'm average, which believe me, I ain't dedicating 80 hours a week to something to be average at it. Right? But if I'm average, I pick my head up 10 years from now and I'm making $10,000 a month because that's what the average person makes 10 years from now from this company. $10,000 a month. After 10 years, I was getting 20. So I know if you're at, I know like I could get you to 10. Now the other route would be the average 95%er route. I was a retirement planning counselor. I know retirement very well inside and out, and I keep up on it. It's intriguing to me. I don't know why, but I'm very interested in it. Some people are interested in dinosaur bones, you know. Some people are interested in other things. I'm for some reason, I'm just interested in retirement. So what I found is that the average retiree retires with $4,000 a month. $48,000 a year is the average retirement person, average. That's what they take home. That is after an average of 40 years. Think about when's your parents, some people that you know, start working. Some of them started working right out of high school. They start working 18, 19, 20. Some people might have did college or whatever. They start working at 22, 23. Definitely by 25, they're working. 25, and then the average retiree is retiring around what? 65? 25 to 65 is how many years? 40. So someone wanted to tell me that I was crazy, because they wanted me to go out on Friday night, and I told them I had an appointment meeting Saturday morning, and I couldn't go out with them, and they said, "You're crazy, man." So I'm like, well, I don't know, because I'm gonna work like 10 years, and then I'm gonna never have to worry about a bill again the rest of my life. This person's gonna work 40. Listen to this. You're gonna work 40 years. This is average. I'm not saying. I'm just saying it's average number. 40 years. Okay. So that's a lot of work. I mean, that's how many hours of, and they work 40 hours a week. So they're going to work 80,000 hours. They're going to work 80,000 hours. 40 years of their life is going to go by. They're going to get ready. They're going to get $4,000 a month. So let's call it 50 grand a year from 65 until when? Till 85. So they're going to get paid $1 million in retirement. If you get $50,000 a year from 65 to 85, how much did you get paid? $1 million. Right? The other scenario is we work 10 years. And let's say you put 40,000 hours in 10 years. You pick your head up, you make $10,000 a month. And then if you're 25, same situation. If you're 25, you're going to work till what? 35. And then from 35 to 65, or no, I'm 35 to 85, I'm sorry, is 50 years. So from 35 to 85, and let's say you pass away when you're 85, for 50 years, you're getting $10,000 a month. If you take that's $6 million. So would you rather work for 10 years and then get 50 years to run around and make $6 million? Or would you rather work for 40 years to get 20 years to run around with $1 million? I'd rather run around for 50 years with $6 million than run around for 20 years with $1 million. That's the numbers, but you got to make that choice. And then we're going to end on decision. Okay. The decision was already made. Like, okay. Somebody comes to you and you're, I just got to use this analogy because this happened. Okay. High school, you play high school football. This is a real thing. High school football. Okay. The team has a game on Saturday, right? You decided, right? They said at the beginning of the year, they said, Ben, Noah, Gina, Drew, Mason, Marissa, Melissa. They said, hey, Amina, sign-ups for the football team are this Saturday. Do you want to sign up for football? You say, yes. You say, is that your decision? You're making a decision to sign up for football. Okay. When you make that decision, that also pretty much makes a whole bunch of other decisions for you. So let me ask you, you're on the team, it's Friday, you got a game Saturday, and someone says, hey, let's go out for drinks. what's the decision? You have a decision to make, right? You have a decision to make. Here's the guys, you don't have a decision to make. That's the thing. You already made the decision when you went down to the fire hall and signed up for the football team. So that's what you got to understand. So like, we made a decision that we wanted to be in the 1%ers. We didn't want to live a life like everyone else. We didn't want to work a 9 to 5. We didn't want to work. We didn't want to not have residual income. We didn't want that normal. We made a decision. We wanted to be an entrepreneur. We wanted to work for ourselves. We didn't want to work for somebody else. We made the decision that we wanted to start a business from scratch. We made that decision. So that decision there pretty much makes most of my other decisions when I made the commitment to my goals, my dreams, and my families. So, as far as that goes, we have decisions to make. Decisions. And what happens is you're going to get pressed with a lot of situations in your life where you can make choices, okay? I would advise to not make these choices on your own. Please ask advice from someone who's either been there before, someone that's already successful, because they're going to give you a whole different perspective on how to handle those choices and these decisions. Because I'll tell you, sometimes I've met people and they were in bad situations, and I ask them, I said, well, why did you do that? And I said, how'd you get here? And he said, well, because I did this. I said, well, why'd you do that? He said, I don't know. I said, well, when you made the decision to do that, where did you come up with that idea? Like, where did you, how'd you make that choice? Because obviously it was a bad choice. You're in a horrible situation right now. Where did you come up with that? And you want to know what the answer is, guys? I don't know. That's what they tell me. You know what I found out? They didn't seek advice before making these decisions. And you know how hard it is to seek advice? It takes 2 seconds. Hey, if this was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you wouldn't be afraid to phone a friend. So don't be afraid. This is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and you got walk and talk to millionaires right here. Phone a friend. Call them up. Call up your manager. If they can't answer it, call their manager. If they can't answer it, they'll call their manager. They'll bring it to me. I got the answer. If I don't got the answer, I'll call the president of the company. If he don't got the answer, we'll call the CEO. And if they can't answer it, we'll get a whole group of 10 of the best SGAs on a call, and we'll figure out the answer. So just end on, on the decisions that you make will kind of decide the divisions that you end in. Decisions will put you in different divisions, right? And you want to be a first-class decision maker. Okay. So, and a lot of times what you'll find is that if you get with the right people, if you bring them your problems, they'll actually turn your problems into profit. They'll turn it into something that they'll spin it around into a solution. The reason why not, we'll turn it into the reason why too. And you want to get around people like that can spin stuff up and sew them back up. They call it a spin doctor, right? So, a spin doctor is someone that can spin a negative situation around into a positive situation, right? We have to be doing that mentally ourselves. Every situation that we cross, remember, we are PPS, professional problem solvers, right? We're not professional problem runawayers. We don't see problems and we run away. We turn problems into solutions. You probably know the story about the three brothers that sent out to the wolves, sent out to the forest, right? Last story, and we'll end it. 3 brothers get sent to the forest to get food for their family. And after a while, there was no food. It was cold, snowy. The family's back at home. They're running out of food. The 3 brothers, or the dad, sent them out there and said, don't come back without food. And they're sitting there one day, and all of a sudden, you know, they're sleeping and they hear a big crack. And the brother wakes up and shakes the other brother. And they turn around, and there's this huge bear, right? And the bear roars real loud at him, and it wakes the other brother up. And now all 3 of them are there. And the other brother was in his underwear, and he just ran, right? The other brother ran. The other brother was so scared, he just froze, didn't do anything. And then the other brother was like, we need to bring food back for the family. He took a gun and shot the damn bear and brought it back for the family. Right? Some people see problems and they run. Some people see problems and they freeze. They don't know what to do. What decision do I make? Do I do this? Do I do that? Do I this? Do that? And then they don't do nothing. And then some people see problems and they turn a damn problem into a solution. This is the whole reason we've been out here in the first place, right? So anyways, let's go make it happen. This is our last week of the month. We have some of our major, like some of our killers are going out there and making it happen this week. So I'm excited to see, you know, how we end the month. I know every time we're in a situation, we all come to play, guys. So let's bring it. If you need anything, let us know. Let's have a great day. Thanks for your time today, guys. Appreciate you.